Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Vangelus, here with Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Sideswipe. He's very silver, and yes, that's all paint. Much like Sideways, Sideswipe's paint apps have more or less gone almost entirely into his vehicle mode to make him on a premium level. And it's very pretty. It's all around just gorgeous. As I said in another review, if you're someone who wants your paint apps to focus on the robot mode, you may be a little annoyed with this one because they are all over the vehicle mode on this guy. I don't really mind it though. I think it makes it look really nice. It puts a lot of focus on the vehicle mode, which is where a lot of the license money went, so I'd say grats there. The transformation on this guy is pretty interesting, and it also harkens back to actually one of Sideswipe's original film roles. You see, Revenge of the Fallen is kind of like his big break, because before he made it, as a giant CG robot, he was kind of stuck in the B grade. And, well, I don't know if any of you saw it, but I'll always remember.
Attack of the Scissor Car! No ordinary car, this Corvette has gone crazy, and with a snip, it'll put an end to your life!
Ah, what a classic film. Anyway, I'll just continue transforming him here. A lot of this is actually fairly simple. That's something that surprised me, because when I saw the photos of this guy, I assumed he was going to be a hyper-intricate movie-style transformation, and to be honest, there isn't a lot that happens. It's a lot of his lower body, as you can see, is pretty much entirely underneath the hood of the car. And what makes this guy not too shell-formerish is just how much of that hood folds up, and just how much it does fold up. And how much of the folding up hood does in fact fold up. Also, he's got this interesting gimmick with his bladey things here, where they're geared so that they move together, which is nice, and it means they won't get loose, as Pia pointed out. It's not a case where these things will be flopping all over the place. He's also got 4 exhausts, and I'm guessing that's just something that the concept car guys put in to be cool. I don't really know that much about cars. I apologize to car enthusiasts out there. The way the hood folds up, by the way, is just like that. It's pretty simple. I'm actually, as I said, I was surprised by how simple this guy's transformation was, but its engineering is still fairly intricate. You could say it harkens back to the animated engineering in that sense, where a lot is happening, but you don't actually have to do all that much work. And, yeah, the head pops out. Also worth pointing out that these things, I fold them back like this, but your mileage may vary there. Gives them a pretty big backpack, but I don't mind it. It looks like it's more or less what was intended. Now, the big point of contention on this guy, his wheel feet, because he does have wheels for feet. How does he stand? Not all that badly, actually. If you mess around with his ankles a little bit, because you see they move along here, and you have this stand thing back here. If you mess around with them, you'll eventually find something that works for you and the surface you're posing them on. I would say, though, that if you are looking for a transformer that's something you can just pop on the table and he's instantly stable, you may be disappointed with this guy. He does take some finagling to get to stand, and I would say that's a bit of a mark against him. I wish that if they had gone for this, they could have done something that was a little bit more regularly stable. But he does look pretty cool. He's got a lot of style. He's not really harkening back to the original Sideswipe in any way, aside from being fast in a car, but the arm blades make for some cool bit of, Ronin character, and he doesn't look bad standing around. He's also got some Mech Alive. Ooh, look at that! His kneecaps slide! Yeah, the Mech Alive on the 2 Deluxes I have so far is not all that impressive, but I do like how they got across a kind of hydraulic piston knee deal here. And also, this is a really cool bit, his legs are held on by 2 clear ball joints, and you can kind of see the clear plastic there, but it's made to look like these 4 little joints are holding them in place, and they're made of bendy plastic, and he is actually fairly posable. I'll just show you some of the leg limits you can take him to, especially with the ankle joints. He's pretty posable, but he is built for skating kind of poses, like ones where he looks like he's just, flown down the freeway, and he's going to go and decapitate some Decepticon, because that's what all the Autobots seem to do in the movies. Bone Crusher. Your hatred knew no bounds, and I loved you for it. So, yeah, here's a bit of a freeway chaser pose, which was working as far as balance until I moved it back on the desk. You see, this is I am gonna say this is a bit of a problem. It's not as bad as it looks. If you're just messing with him, he'll stand still pretty well, but you may get frustrated trying to keep this guy stable, and it's worth considering if you're gonna go for him. Overall, though, it's not that bad. A lot of painted detail, as I said, went into the car, but you can still see some of it there on the head. He's got silver around the faceplate there, and it's not bad. It's just kind of dull because he is gray on silver on darker gray, but overall, I think he's got a cool look, and he is very amazingly engineered. Not as intricately engineered as some of the other ones I've seen, but the way that he transforms is still pretty impressive, and I'd say it's worth consideration. And he's got arm blades, and, you know, Ronins are what all the kids are into nowadays. So, there is that. Anyway, I'd say I'd recommend him, really. Again, if you're not into the movie bots, you're not going to like this guy. And if you are really bothered by a toy that doesn't balance easily, you are going to get frustrated with this guy. But if you can let those two things slide, he is a really impressive design. And personally, those things don't bother me enough to turn me off the guy. I'm pretty happy I got a hold of him, and I'd recommend trying him out yourself. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Internet Personality Vangelus. This has been Revenge of the Fallen's Sideswipe. And I hope that you all go out there and pick up Revenge of the Scissor Car when it gets its DVD release, which really is quite inevitable. I mean, Revenge of the Fallen's going to do well. People are going to be like, hey, where'd that Sideswipe guy come from? What's his career? And he will know fame once again. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more. The channel's active. Toys! Geekery! It's wacky! Ho ho ho! Dahoo!